Okay. All right. Whatever is gone is gone. What to do? So, who reminded? Thank you very much. Sundaram, you?
Ji, Swami.
Okay,
Bhaskar
thank you.
ji, he is missing, so he may be
Oh,
requiring
oh,
it.
oh,
Thank
oh.
you.
So, what happened is that the faculty is different. Now, where are you? So, we cannot place this faculty and say that the faculties, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, are just these chemicals. Where are you going to keep this faculty? And therefore, are these faculties perceptible? So, we say no. Systems may be perceptible. Okay. If there is a fault in the eye, etc., in the golaka, it can be reformed. Some, you can correct it. But faculty is not something that you can create. Ishwar pradatta only. So now what happens is, question is that since these faculties are not the gross body, where are you going to? They cannot be seen. Gross body or gross means something that can be measured with physical properties. That what its weight, its width, its height, so on and so forth. Some can, whether it can be with a chemical property, physical property, some property should be there, which is measurable. And therefore, can they be called? They cannot be called as gross. Where are you going to place them? So now said this is the subtle body. So now the question, the Purva Paksha has raised, Purva Paksha means the opponent. The Purva Paksha has raised a question, Tad Saptadasha Karana Karyamapi Sthula Sharirena Kartum Na Shakyate Va. Sir, why do you want to increase our syllabus? What? Then put it under just one that gross body itself and let's finish it. Put it there. And if it is possible that these functions can be performed by the gross body itself, there is no need to categorize something called as the Sukshma Deha, the subtle body. There is no need. Saptadasha Karana Karyam api. Karana, they are all Karanas. They are Karanas means instruments, apparatuses. Employing these apparatuses, whatever is gained is gained. If you are going to operate the visual faculty, the knowledge of Rupa Ranga, colors and forms is going to get generated. If you are going to operate the auditory faculty, the knowledge of Shabda is going to take place, whether it is a sweet Shabda or whatever Shabda, or cacophony, whatever generated. If you are going to operate these karmendriyas, and all 5 karmendriyas are there, so tat karyam will be performed, and therefore they are karanas, apparatuses, instruments. Okay, so saptadasha karanas, and each karana will have its own karyam. Each karana is entitled to do its own karyam, and it is irreplaceable. That what can be done through the visual faculty cannot be done through any of the faculties. All put together also cannot do that. That what can be performed by your what? Vak. Vak means speech. Okay. Vagindriya. Everything put together also is, you won't be able to do that. You can have that sign language also. But that is not Shabda. It is not Shabda. Similarly, reading a book and listening to the teacher, there is a difference or not? This is Shravanam. Shabda is Pradhana over here. Reading a book is what? Ruparanga. This is So there is, so now this Ruparanga is what? Representation of those sounds. So when you are reading a book, there is one more step involved of seeing the words, seeing those forms, curves, and lines, then interpreting it as words and then understand. But when the Shabda is spoken over here, it directly goes and registers as knowledge. It creates knowledge. When I'm going to say rose, a particular knowledge is going to be formed. When I'm going to say the word cat, a particular cognition is going to get formed. You see, so therefore, there is Saptadasha Karana and Tesham Karyam. Saptadasha Karana Karyam Sthula Sharirena Kartum Nashakyateva. When you are going to say hands, in English, this is what we are going to say. We are not going to say Hastendriya, hands. And then by hands, what are you going to do? Hold something, release something, lift something, so on and so forth. Correct? Grip is the function of hands. Padendriyas, walking, covering the distance is what you will do. So now you are saying this sharirena, sthula sharirena eva kriyate. You know, when you are saying walking, what is that? You know, gross body only you are covering the distance. And therefore now, even when you are going to say speech, it is mouth and various vocal cords of the sthula sharira that are functioning. So why? Let us say that the sthula sharira only is doing all this saptadasha karana karyas. Who is saying this? Whose claim is this, Bhanu?
Prativadi.
Purva Paksha.
Ah,
Purva Paksha.
Purva Paksha.
Purva Paksha.
This is the Purva Paksha. नहीं तो पूर्व पक्ष कोई सिद्धांत समझ लेके people have done that and written books. सप्तदश कर्णकार्यमपि स्थूलशरीरेण कर्तुं न शक्यते वा. But he is giving this as an option. Va means vikalpaha. Athava va vikalparthe. Iti chet, if this is your question, then what is the answer? Anybody has this answer? We saw this actually yesterday, this paragraph. You remember? Don't look into the book. Do you have the answer to this question?
Yes, yesterday that example was given when Murcha and Maranam,
Sushupti.
Murcha and Sushupti. In those situations, actually we don't have the Stula Sarira.
No, Sukshma Sharira.
Sukshma Sharira.
Sorry, Sukshma Sarira.
Sukshma Sharira.
So the Siddhanti answers this question. He says, Sushupti Murcha Maraneshu Sthula Sharire Vidyamaneti. Now, in the states of Murcha, unconsciousness, Sushupti, deep sleep, and Maraneshu, Mrtavastha. All these three avasthas states, what is there? Sthula Sharire Vidyamanepi. Sthula Sharira is Vidyamana. Vidyamana means is present. Now, you show somebody one agarbatti, that person will also, that he will run away. But over here, he is all kept on that funeral pyre. This fellow refuses to run. What is that? So, Sthula Sharire Vidyamanepi Saptadasha Karanakaryanam Adarshana. Adarshanam is there. Saptadasha Karanakaryam is not seen. You know, we were at some childhood. For you, everything is just, you know, an occasion You're waiting for some, even a most stupid reason to burst into laughter. You're just waiting for that. And, because it was, the olden days, the families used to be together. So our grandmother had died. And then this one aunt, she came, and it was summer season and all that. Indian summer, very hot, everything. And in our villages, no fans, no nothing. Even the floors were made of cow dung and all that. So she comes, and our grandmother is dead. So she starts crying, wailing. And in that she says, "Oh, mother, mother, wake up and make some tea for me." Now that was whatever that was her to come. But for us boys and all the cousins, this became so the grandmother is dead and we people are laughing in one corner. Saptadasha Karyam is not seen. You can request, wake up, make me some tea. What tea and what nothing? Saptadasha Sthula Sharire Vidyamanemi Saptadasha Karana Karyam Karyanam Adarshana. There is Adarshanam. Okay. And therefore, where is it seen then? Saptadasha Karyam. Sthula Sharira is also there. Now, therefore, you are eliminating that it belongs, that Saptadasha Karana Karyam belongs to Sthula Sharira. Now, in the Swapna Avastha and Jagrata Avastha, you still see, you are able to see what? That walking, talking, seeing, so on. So all these Saptadasha Karana Karyas is seen. And therefore, now you have to say that this function of that is there does not belong to the gross body. It belongs to something that is other than the gross body. Then what is it? Whatever that is not something which is perceptible through the Indriyas. So Indriyas by themselves are Atindriya. So therefore, Indriyas by themselves are Atindriya. जयमा आपको सुनाई दे रहा है क्या ये सब? नहीं चलेगा मार्ग
नहीं दे रहा है समझ जी,
दे रहा है ना? पहले तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था ना?
नहीं।
हाँ चलो ठीक है, अभी आ रही है आवाज
जी
मेरे चिल्लाने से थोड़ी होगा, वहां पे आपका इंटरनेट नहीं होगा तो क्या करें? ठीक है,
दिख रहा है, अभी सुनाई भी दे रहा है, दिख भी रहा है।
सप्तदश अवयवात्मकं लिंग शरीरम अस्त्येव. Therefore, what is your conclusion after this vichara? That Saptadasha Avayavatmakam Linga Shariram. Sukshma Deha is also called as Linga Sharira. Okay. Asti Eva. That Evakara means coming to a Nishchaya. Asti Eva iti avagantavyam. This is what should be understood. Okay. When the Jiva leaves this body also, riding on the pranas, all this Saptadasha Vayava, there's all Indriyas, etc., Manabuddhi is taken, and then he goes to another body, whether it is of a horse or a man or whatever that next, according to the karmas, the person is going to get the body. So on and so forth. Okay. Iti avagantavyam. Idam sukshma shariramapi, next paragraph. Idam sukshma shariramapi स्थूल शरीरं विना न कदापि कार्यं करोति. अतः उभयमपि दर्शनादि कार्यं करोतु इति चेत् पूर्व पक्ष थोड़ा सा लिटिल ढीठ है. No, ढीठ नहीं, but he is निर्णय करना है, तो he is going to pursue, yeah, as far as you can, and this is a prarambhik grantha, So what happens is, idam sukshma shariram api, though you can have sukshma sharira, but without this sthula sharira, will it be able to do anything? Whether it is talking or walking or seeing or smelling. This panchakarmendriyas, but Will there be anything that will be possible without the Sthula Sharira?
No. No, no.
And therefore, now he says, let us say that Ubhayamapi, both of them in partnership, Darshanadi Karyam Karotu, let them do this function in partnership, and therefore, somehow he is saying that you can, Sukshma Sharira, you are calling it something different than the Sthula Sharira based on what? Tesham?
Pratyaksha Praman.
Na. Karyam. Tesham. What was the earlier line of reasoning?
Indriya.
You remember? So he gave why did he bring this example that in the reasoning of the Murcha, Marana, and Sushupti Avastha and Jagrat Swapna?
Oh, Saptadasha Karana Karya.
Karana Karyas. Based on the Karana Karyas, you are going to say that they are Sukshma Sharira is different from the Sthula Sharira. Now, if somehow you are not able to say that this, or you are able to say that the function is what in partnership, then you still are not able to distinguish and give it an existence of its a separate existence as Sukshma Sharira.
Sharira.
You understand? This will be the implication of the Purva Paksha. So don't just take it as an innocent question or anything. So ataha ubhayamapi darshanadi karyam karotu iti chet. If this is your question, shruno, listen to this. Vivekena vicharyamane darshanadi karyam sakalamapi sukshma sharira sadhyameva natu sthula sadhyam. Now he says, if you are going to employ your viveka, if you are going to use the faculty of the distinction to understand something, understanding basically means distinction. When you say, I understand a cup, which means you understand that it is not a saucer or the table. So without distinction, without distinguishing, discrimination, there is nothing like understanding. Oh, I have understood what is cup. So bring me the cup. And this fellow brings saucer or brings the table or brings a hammer. This is cup. You say you have not understood what is a cup. And therefore, basically understanding means that it means discrimination, viveka, prathakkaranam. And so, vivekena vicharyamane. Now, how are you going to think? To understand it distinctly, darshanadi karyam sakalamapi, that all this darshanadi karya, darshanam, sparshanam, aghranam, all these things is what sakalamapi sukshma sharira sadhyameva. It can be accomplished only through sukshma sharira. Sukshma sharira sadhyam eva. Natu sthula shariram. Natu sthula sadhyam. Sthula sadhyam means it's madhyama padalobi smasa. Sthula sharira sadhyam. Okay. Kathamiti chet. How is it so? Kashtham ashritya agnir dahapakadi karma karoti. Kashtha bhave na karoti. Tathapi agnikaryameva dahapakadi na tu kashtakaryam. Understand the example. If you understand the example, then the point to be illustrated will be understood. So now, Kashtham ashritya. Kashtham means kath, wood. Kashtham ashritya. Daha agnihi, that the fire is able to burn or cook and so on and so forth, whatever are the functions of fire that you can take. Kaha agnihi daha pakadi karma karti. This is how Agni does. But do you say kashtha bhave na karoti? If the kashtha is not there, will the Agni be able to give cook or whatever, boil?
No. No.
Na karoti. Tathapi. Now, what do you say? Is it a karyam of the kashtam or Agni?
Agni.
Whose karyam?
Agni. Agni.
Tathapi Agni karyam eva taha pakadi. Correct? Natu kashta karyam. So make it very clear. It is not kashta
Kashtakaryam.
karyam. And so, yatha, if this example is understood, now you come back to our sthula and
Sthula,
sukshma
Sukshma.
sharira viveka. Tatha sthula shariram ashritya तेन सूक्ष्म शरीरेण क्रियमाणम् अपि दर्शनादिकं सूक्ष्म कार्यम् एव न तु स्थूल कार्यम्. Okay, so though it may take the refuge or take the assistance of the sthula sharira and accomplish the various functions of seeing, talking, walking, so on and so forth, yet whose function is this? Sukshma sharira, not that of
Sthul
sthula
Sharira.
sharira. Iti न तु स्थूल कार्यम् अतः दर्शनादि कार्येण अनुमेयम्. So now what was our pratishnya? That you will be able to understand the sukshma sharira as being distinct from the sthula sharira. How? Based on
Karya.
karyam, based on their functions. Tesham karyam. And so, ato darshanadi ataha, and therefore now he is coming to the conclusion. Ataha darshanadi karyena anumeyam. Now you can clearly infer. Inference is also pramanam.
Pramana.
Don't forget this. Anumana is a pramanam or not?
Ji haan.
So darshanadi karyena anumeyam. If anumana is not a karyam, how would you know earth is round? If Anumana is not, you have not seen the earth, turn around its own axis
No.
and going around the sun in the orbit.
No.
You have not seen, but you are able to know. Rather, what you see is that the sun dancing over the earth from east to west. You don't see earth going around the sun,
Yes.
or you don't see earth going around its own axis.
Yes.
That's why even some old religious people, other religions, these people are still of the opinion earth is flat, sun goes down, so on and so forth. But when you are going to employ what? Which
Anuman.
pramanam? Pratyaksha pramanam, by seeing through the eyes, direct perception, what will you know? That the earth is flat and sun is galloping over. But when you employ anuman, now that inference is able to give you this knowledge that earth is round and a sun does not go around the earth, rather it is the way around. Earth is orbiting the sun, circumambulating the sun, pradakshina. So we know inference is also a pramanam, an authentic source of knowledge. So now darshanadi karyena, now this karyam, looking at the karyam, you are able to know the karanam. So karyena anumeyam saptadashavayavakam sukshma shariram iti. So now you have this clear distinction about the sukshma sharira. Okay, this is how we establish sukshma. Now, we are not going to say, oh, when you meditate, then you see some sukshma sharira and all that. No, nothing. How is the sukshma sharira established? Through
Jnanam.
Through what? Jnanam means what? Which pramanam?
Karyam.
Which pramanam?
Karyam.
Anu,
Karanakaryam.
Anuman.
Anuman.
Anumana
Anumana is
pramanam.
pramanam.
Anumana pramanam.
Anuman.
And what anumana is this? How have you reached that anumana inference? The inference based on looking at the karyam, you are able to know the karanam. Yesterday I told you, right? You wake up in the morning and you see the whole street drenched in water, and then when you look at that, you know that it has rained in the night. You did not see the rain, but you know for sure that it has rained. So looking at the karyam, the effect, you are able to conclude and know the karanam. So this is this in the same way, darshanadi karyam. Darshanadi is what?
Karyam.
Karyam.
Karyam. Then if there is karyam, then naturally there is
Karanam.
karanam. And that karanam definitely is not sthula deha. And therefore, parishesha, you come to understand this is saptadashavayavaatmakam sukshma
Sukshma Shariram.
shariram. So no claims. All this atindriya, you meditate and then you will see sukshma shariram. Just as simple as that. How you are sure about earth, the sun? How? Meditated.
No.
And
With
yet there
Anuman
is
Praman.
surety about that knowledge or not.
Yes, we
And
have
not
seen.
only that there is surety about this knowledge is able to cancel, override your experience.
Ji.
And your experience is that it is flat.
Sunrise
earth
and
keep
sunset.
walking. Sometimes there may be some mountains or valleys. But earth is in general flat. And then at one point you will come where you can jump off the edge. This is your experience, but that experience gets cancelled, and Anumana becomes a powerful faculty which cancels even this experience. Also, that's why I just don't keep on saying, since it is my experience, it has to be true. No, nothing. Your experience also can get cancelled. इसकी दुहाई मत दिलाता, मत सुना. So how over here also, how do you establish the Sukshma Deha? Oh no, you meditate and you
Anuman
will
Praman.
find Sukshma Deha. No, we don't give such suggestions. By employing
Anuman Pramanam.
Anumana Pramanam. Unni, okay? Iti uktam. This is what is said further. Yanendriya Panchakam, Karmendriya Panchakam, Prana Panchakam, Mano Buddhishta iti Saptadashavayavaha. It has been said even before. Now, once again, this whole thing is enumerated. What? Yanendriya Panchakam. Panchakam means a pentad. Panchakam. Kasya Panchakam? Yanendriyanam Panchakam. Karmendriya Panchakam. Kasya? Karmendriyanam
Indriyanam Panchakam.
Prana Panchakam.
Panchaprana.
Prana Panchakam. Prana Panchakam. Mano Buddhishta iti Saptadashavayavaha. Etat Saptadashakam Sukshma Shariram. All this 17 together is called as Sukshma Shariram. Not one or two or just, one is called as Sukshma Shariram, the rest of them are left. No, all of them together, the whole assembly is called as Sukshma Shariram. Shrodra Twak Chakshur Jivha Gnana Nishyane. And this sequence also you should remember. How will you remember this sequence? Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. Make a chart. Okay. So if this is the thing, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, and Prithvi. These are in this sequence only keep it. So Shrodra comes from the Akasham Mahabhuta, Shrotra, Tvak, Sparsha, that which is able to detect the Sparsha. Something is rough, something is smooth, something is hard, soft, hot or cold. These are the various Sparshas. Tactual sensations, knowledge. It is, which faculty is this? Tvak. Tvak.
Skin.
Huh?
Skin.
Skin.
Is it skin? Skin. Not
Yeah.
skin.
Walk.
Epidermis.
Okay.
That's why when you are saying skin, does it not become part of the Sthula Deha or not?
Okay.
Yes.
It becomes Stula there. Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Twak.
And
Sense.
we are saying that it is different.
Mm.
Tvak,
Twak.
Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshuhu, Jiva, Ghan. What are these? Jnanendriyani. How many? 5. You got it.
5.
Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha,
Gandha.
Etesham, Vishaya.
Panch.
So what is, each one has got its own Vishaya
Mm.
to receive. Okay? Receive in the sense it illumines its own Vishaya. Nobody interferes with anybody else. Just because you are able to see something red, oh, because it is red, it must be, sweet. No, nothing. Oh, this is green, so that's why it must be very pungent. No, hey, we know there is no such thing. So whether it is red, green, blue, yellow, will be illuminated by your
Golaka.
Chakshurindriya. And whether that whatever is red, blue, green, yellow, whether it is sweet, bitter, pungent, so on, astringent, will be determined by
Twak.
Rasanendriya.
Jihva. Jihva.
Rasanendriya. So thus it is. Tesham jnana sadhanatva jnanendriya. But why are they called as jnanendriyas?
Yeah.
Why are they called as jnanendriyas? Is because jnana sadhanatva jnanendriyatvam. Okay. So each experience of yours, how is it? Is a knowledge, nothing else. Ultimately, finally, every what you call as experience is also nothing but knowledge. Everything culminates in knowledge. That is another topic. But over here, this is all knowledge. So therefore, being the faculties, jnana sadhanas, apparatuses through which these cognitions take place, that's why they are called as
Jnanendriya. Jnanendriya.
jnanendriyas. Sukha, prakasha, abhivyanjaka, sattva gunakarya, tesham jnana sadhanatvam. But then why are these only endowed with jnana sadhanatvam? Why the karmendriyas only are not able to do the jnanam also? Huh? So over here it is said, because it is sattva guna karyam. What is it? It is the modification of the sattva guna.
Sattva-guna.
Okay. Hence, I suppose this is good enough for today, right? यहीं पे रुके?
Sattva-guna.
हाँ?
Yeah, sure ji. Sattva-guna.
एक वाक्य करना. Sukha prakasha abhivanjakatvat. Now, what is the distinct quality of the sattva guna? That sukham and
Prakasham.
prakash is sattva guna. Hence, therefore, it is not kriya. It is Sukham and Prakash, illumination. And is not that what happens to the Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, not Karmendriyas, Jnanendriyas, and therefore Sukha Prakasha Vivyanjakatvat, Abhivyanjaka Sattva Gunakaryatvat. Prakasha is taking place, and therefore it is Sattva Guna Karyam. Etesham Jnana Sattvatvam. Vakpani Padapayupasthaha Karmendriyani. These are the 5 Karmendriyas. What are these? Vak,
Walk. Speech.
speech. Pani,
Pani. Holding.
Hasta.
Father.
Pada,
Vayu.
faculties
Pastam.
of
Excretion and
Payu and Upastha. These are
Vayu.
the
Pastam.
Karmendriyas.
Excretory.
Vachana, Adana, Gamana, Visarga, Ananda Rupa Kriya Sadhanatvam. Tesham
Karmendriya.
Sadhanatvam. Tesham Karmendriya. So these are the 5
Karmendriya.
kriyas that are accomplished. Okay, 5 kriyas are accomplished, and therefore they are called. Since it is the kriya, it is some sort of a movement, a modification, a change. Therefore, it is what? It is a movement, and therefore it is Rajoguna Karyam. Tesham Karmendriyatvam. Chanchala. This is the quality of Rajoguna. Chanchala, Malina, Rajoguna Karyatvena, Etesham Kriya Sadhanatvam. Okay. Why is it called Malina? Malina over here doesn't mean polluted or contaminated. Malina means that it is not like Sattva Guna. That's all that it is meant. Okay.
Panjikrita.
No, don't bring anything else. Just this much. Panchikrita is not the question here. The whole thing is apanchikrita only. And therefore, Chanchala. So what is the meaning of Malina?
Not
Malina
like
over.
Sattva.
Huh?
Not Sattva.
Not Shuddha.
That's what I said. Don't say that it is not, that it means Ashuddha and all that. Now you tell me, in a glass of water, pure water, you put one drop of pure milk. Now, is that water also pure?
No.
You understand, when you call pure milk means what? Not even a drop of water.
Water.
But say suppose if you put one drop of milk in, now you will call even this water also contaminated, impure, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So what do you mean by
Malina.
Malina Raja? That it is mixed with Sattva Guna, that's why.
Yeah.
And therefore now this word Malina over here is not in that sense.
Okay.
Ashuddha. What does this Malina simply means? That it does not have the capacity like the Sattva Guna to reflect the consciousness. That's all. So since it does not illuminate like the Sattva Guna, it is called as Malina. That's all. Okay. Like the granite stone. You get the granite out of the quarry. It is just stone. But when it is polished, it will reflect, illumine, isn't it? Now, are you going to say that the one which has come from the quarry is impure and now it has become pure?
No.
No.
No. So over here, pure, impure is not a question. Just how much is it able to reflect the light, reflect the light of consciousness. That's all. And therefore, since this Rajoguna does not have the capacity to reflect like the Sattva Guna, in that sense it is said as Malina. So it is, don't understand that when it is said Rajoguna is Malina, it means Malina like something, like the impure milk or impure water. Okay? Not like that.
Ji.
And so now, what is it? Chanchala Malina Rajoguna Karyatvena Etesham Kriyasadam. How are they able to even do their functions of Kriya? Accomplish some action because of Rajoguna. They are of Rajoguna.
Rajoguna.
How is this Rajoguna? Chanchala, and
Chala
there is a
and Malina.
movement in it. And Malina.
Chanchal.
Malina means that it cannot reflect. That's it. So that's why Malina, Chanchala Malina Rajoguna Karyatvena Etesham Kriyasadam. Now furthermore, we are going to see Prana Panchakam. Prana, Pana, Vyana, Udana, Samanaha, Pranaha. All of them are called as pranas. Okay? All of them are called as
Prana.
pranas.
Prana.
So prana is one amongst the five. That all of them are called as
Prana. Panja Prana.
Pancha Prana.
Okay.
And why are you classifying them as five also? After all, what is it? It is the air in your body.
Their own Karya.
Karyam.
Function.
What is called as prana?
Prana is the life, vital life force which goes outside.
Dehantargata Vayu. Don't give any other life force, this thing,
Okay.
vital air and all that. It makes only mystical things and nothing else. The understanding is zero after that. कुछ समझ में नहीं आता. You have words but no understanding. Words which cannot create understanding is nothing but noise. You know, Swami Dayananji was there opposite on, that across Ganga for some very big function. Then these people kept on saying, oh, divine Ganga, divine blessing. Now Swamiji will give us divine discourse. So Swamiji got up when his turn came to speak. And then he said, hey, you first tell us, what do you mean by divine? What is divine? There is no way. You don't have any understanding that generates through this word. So therefore, those words are nothing but just, just noise, like these leaves and some rustle of the leaves. Kya, kuch nahi hota. So what is it? What do you mean by prana?
That goes in and goes out.
Dehantarvarti Vayu.
Okay. Dehantara.
That's all. Be very clear. Dehantarvarti
Vayu.
Vayu. It is Vayu only. But when does it become prana? When in your lungs and antarvarti. What is that? Let's see tomorrow. Enough for now. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaye
Purnameva Vashishyate.
Om Shanti 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 Shankaram Shankaracharya Adarayam Sutra Bhashikata Vande Bhagavanto Naha Ishvaro Guratmika Murti Veda Vibhagi Vyomavad Vyapdehaya Kshana Murtaye Om Shanti 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 Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Maha